What's going on, guys? It's the Shinobi here, and we are back with part 22, guys. So, things are quickly steaming up here. We have officially am going to kill Mr. House. Sad to say this, but it's time. I feel bad. Mr. House has been great, but let's be honest. He only cares about himself.
Sir,
I got some stuff to sell. I'm gonna sell this stuff, bro. Alright. Don't use mini nukes, so we can sell those as well.
Sure, just don't treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay?
welcome, sir or madam.
Alright, we need to finish up the Brotherhood's quest line as well, guys. We have not gotten that quest line done yet. Okay. Alright. Oh, jeez Louise, guys. Craziness. Alright, let's go ahead and save. Alright, this will be my last story mission, and then we are done here. Before we continue, let's throw some stuff in here. This needs thrown in there. This. I honestly don't use that, but that is, well, we're not really using that.
The recent disturbance at Gamora has been resolved. Do not be afraid to patronize. Gamora.
Oh, macaroni! Holy crap! Alright. Alright, not good. Alright, here we go. Oh my god. This is gonna be difficult. I'm not gonna lie. Alright. Mr. House, it's time. Look how old he is.
Why have you done this? Centuries of preparation. So much good undone.
NCR asked me to get rid of you.
Those snakes. For them, you sad, misguided whore.
You won't be able to control anything, but I'll let you live.
No! Don't disable Cerebro! I'd rather be killed. Just kill me.
There we go. House, you're gonna sit there for eternity.
Be advised, the Lucky 38 is not open to the general public. Trespassers will be shot.
Lead the way.
Mr. House, I feel bad. Oh, it's always sad getting rid of Mr. House. I think he has good intentions. He wants Strip, but I think ultimately he wants control. But ultimately he wants control over everything. And that was just his downfall. Feel bad for killing him, honestly, or leaving him there to rot. You just think about his deeds. Honestly, if it wasn't for him wanting me to kill the Brotherhood, then I would just be fine with it. But with the NCR, you can strike a deal with them. And that's the plan, hopefully. Hopefully that's the plan. So after we do this, Arcade Ganon, the Great Khans, Drug Mule quests, Brotherhood of Steel. Alright. We still need to do West Side quests. I mean, I don't know if we'll get... I mean, we're going to get to the West Side quest. We still have the West Aerotech quest line as well to do.
Report. Is Mr. House still a threat?
Mr. House won't have a problem. He's been disconnected from his system.
But he's still alive? I'll have to remember to send someone to follow up on that later. Anyway, at least he's out of the picture for the time being. You might be happy to know that your efforts haven't gone unnoticed either. The brass have been throwing around the idea of having the president visit the dam for a while now, to rally the troops and boost morale and such. With our recent achievements, they finally feel secure enough to stage the damn thing. But while it's being planned, I have one last mission for you. Several years ago, we managed to wrest the Helios 1 solar power station from the Brotherhood of Steel chapter local to this area. It was a crushing victory, but no one's heard a peep from the Brotherhood since. Most people assume the Brotherhood is scattered and not a threat. Recently, we've had scouts go missing in an area west of Helios, and I'm concerned that the Brotherhood is involved. I want you to find them, and once you do, finish them for good. Any questions?
Is there no peaceful way?
Don't even think about it. Any Brotherhood survivors likely harbor a deep grudge against us. We can't afford to leave such an enemy alive. Any other objections? Maybe you'd like to bring the Brotherhood some flowers. A fair question, and one I've had our strategists think about for some time. Their consensus is that we must focus on the one thing we can count on. With the Brotherhood, that's their obsessive attachment to technology. They'd never go anywhere that didn't have working power. I'm willing to bet that wherever they're hiding, there's a working reactor powering their equipment. That's their vulnerability. Detonate that reactor, and we can safely cross the Brotherhood off our list of concerns. Is there anything else?
I need to talk to you about something, if you have a minute.
Sure.
Any day now? Caesar's going to try to march across Hoover Dam and kick NCR out of the Mojave. We're getting caught up in something important out here. Hell, after how you handled Benny, you're practically right in the middle of all this. I know I'm just along for the ride, but it's made me think about the past, and how I might be able to help out.
What are you talking about?
I wasn't always with the followers, or with the NCR. My late father was an officer in a group called the Enclave, a remnant of America's pre-war government. Memories being short around here, not a whole lot of people remember them. But they did bad things. Terrorized communities, kidnapped people. Eventually someone stopped them. I was born a few years later at a military base on the coast, a place called Navarro.
Where'd the Enclave go?
A lot of different places. I only know what I was told. Some of them were cut down by the NCR and the Brotherhood. Some of them went east. My mother never told me what happened to my father, but she and I went south with some others and integrated into the NCR. When the NCR learned that Enclave personnel had integrated, we kept moving to the fringes. It's one of the reasons why I wound up out here.
What happened to Navarro?
After the Enclave's command structure fell apart, it was only a matter of time before Navarro was overrun by NCR forces. My mother and I left with some of the troopers from my father's old unit, the same people I've kept in contact with over the years. Anyone who didn't get out was killed by the NCR. Even some of the ones who escaped were eventually hunted down by the Brotherhood of Steel.
Where are you going with all this?
The Enclave did a lot of bad things, but there were good people at Navarro. Good people with a lot of experience. Not many of them are alive anymore, but I think they can make a difference in the fight against Caesar.
Do you want them to help the NCR?
That's a hard question to answer. I know I don't want the Legion to take Hoover Dam. So militarily, yes, I want them to help NCR. If possible, I'd like to figure out a way to help the NCR win Hoover Dam without holding New Vegas.
Say more, I'll do
Great.
it.
I'd like you to talk to the old-timers, the remnants. I don't think I could convince them by myself. To them, I'm still a kid. But you're a big part of what's happening out here. When you talk to them, they'll understand how important this all is. I've kept in contact with them over the years, so I know where you can find them. But I doubt they'll open up to you unless I come along. I know I'm not always the most serious guy around, but this means a lot to me. Thanks.
Awesome. We just got the quest. Alright. Perfect. We're not doing that anymore. We gotta wrap up the Brotherhood's quest line before we even do that anyway, so just avoid saying anything. I'm gonna go ahead and save right now. Okay, first off, goodness gracious, we got a lot of quests to do. Let's head back up to the strip here. We need to drop off some stuff.
Move along.
I just wonder who controls the strip after we kill him.
Sure, just don't treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay?
Just throw these in here for now. Alright, what do we have left to do? We've got to get, man, we've got to get the Brotherhood quest done, man. Search for Volts for a reverse pulse cleaner. So we're going to do his mission, boom, and then we got to do this, boom, and then Brotherhood, and then boom, return to sender, all that shit. We got tons of quests to do still. We got to finish up doing Aerotech as well. We haven't even done that. That's got a mission to it. Alright. Let's go talk to Krieger here.
You don't strike me as someone down on their luck. What brings you to West Side?
Arcade asked me to find you. I'm gathering the remnants.
Hello, Arcade. Making some new friends, are you? Why the need for a bunch of old war horses like us?
You'll be the element of surprise.
Swooping in on a vertibird, guns blazing? Haven't done that in years, but all right, I'm in. None of this means a thing if the rest of the group doesn't show up, though. Oh, and you'll need my part of the passphrase to get into the bunker. Navarro.
Tell me about the old days with the Enclave.
I miss those days sometimes. We all had a purpose, you know? I admit that some of the folks in charge were pretty ruthless. The rest of us, though, we were just trying to civilize things. The NCR was still new, and it didn't look like they'd last all that long. Then we lost the oil rig, and shortly after that, the base at Navarro. Nobody left except us remnants.
What happened to the Enclave oil rig?
Internal sabotage took down the oil rig. Never did get the full story. The NCR took out Navarro, saying we posed a threat to the region.
Okay.
I'm glad me. son of a bitch is on.
Mean son of a bitch.
Judah Krieger is the glue that's kept us all together over the years, and with good reason. Anyone who can command Moreno and Johnson in the same unit without somebody getting fragged is one hell of a leader. Krieger was polite and kind, but never warm. He always did his best to make me feel welcome in the group. I think he did it out of a sense of loyalty to my father. Loyalty means a lot to Judah. Not loyalty to the Enclave, or even the ideals they fought for, but to the people who served with him.
They're loyal to you too.
Sometimes I wonder how much of my father they see in me. They went through a lot together, but my family went through it too. I'm glad they've watched out for me all these years. Maybe someday I can return the favor.
Haven't been in Novak in forever.
I hear reports of Legion raiding parties all over the place. They can't all be rumors.
Fine weather for flying. It's times like these that make me miss it all.
Arcade asked me to find you. I'm reuniting the remnants and they'll need your piloting
Told you
skills.
everything about us, did he? Well, it's been a while since I've had my hands on the controls of a vertibird. There's a chance I could crash us in the middle of Lake Mead. That place seems to attract aircraft for some reason. But if I get one more chance to fly, count me in. I'll be there. My part of the passphrase is dear.
Alright. Thank you, Daisy.
Since my mother died, Daisy's been the only woman in my life. She was the only other woman close to my father, too. She flew him out on over a dozen missions, including his last. I've always been close to Daisy. There have been some good men along the way, but lovers make poor confidants. Daisy never had children of her own, so she was always there to listen. Being in the Enclave didn't mean much to her. She just loved to fly. It broke her heart to be grounded.
It's an important part of her life. Why shouldn't she enjoy it?
As screwed up as it sounds, at least she was a part of something. Granted, it was something admittedly pretty bad, but it was something. If you spent the first half of your life flying Enclave troopers in a vertibird, I suppose picking over pre-war rocket parts doesn't quite compare.
Rex just pops up. Let's talk to Cannibal Johnson. Oh shit. So the quickest way to get this quest is to kill Mr. House from the get-go. Get Yes Man. That's like the best way to do it. But I didn't want to do that, so...
Well, it's about damn time. What took you? Oh. I've been in the Reaper's shadow for a long time now, and I thought he'd finally showed up to collect. He's just mocking me now.
Arcade asked me to gather all the remaining members of the Enclave in the Mojave.
Thought I recognized the fellow with you. So what's this reunion all about then?
He thinks your experience and technology will help resolve the conflict in this region.
Well, now there's an interesting idea. Do a bit of good before we're all dead and forgotten. You can count me in. Oh, and in case Arcade forgot to mention it, there's a 5-word passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My word is old. Appropriate, huh?
If I had to pick anyone who didn't belong in the Enclave, it would definitely be Johnson. He hated what the Enclave was doing. Day to day, week to week, he would question orders, subvert mission objectives, do anything he could to serve without serving. It's amazing he was never court-martialed. He always had good things to say about my father. Said I was like him in a lot of ways. I wish I knew.
Why worry about it? You don't have to be your father.
I grew up without him. I'll always feel like something is missing from my life, but you're right. It's not like I'm the only kid in the wasteland who's grown up without a dad. Johnson always said my father was a good man. If that's the only thing about me that's like him, that's enough for me.
Alright. Sorry guys, we're kind of speed running this, I know. Probably, you know, should take my time, but we're going all in.
One of the ranger vets looked at me, and I just about surrendered.
Can't grow crops if you don't give us the water.
Oh. Oh my god, he's out of the gate. I do like the idea of having New Vegas. It's just like a diamond in the rough. You know what I mean? Like, I like the idea of New Vegas, you know, being there. Obviously, but sadly, you can't have, you know, New Vegas. Can't have both ways, you know.
Looks like I forgot to lock the doors again. If you're with the NCR, get out. This place is mine, and I'm not leaving.
Arcade and I are looking for you. We're gathering your
In a
remnants.
while, Arcade. So, what's the point of all this? Can't find any younger mercenaries? Is that right? The million-dollar question is, who exactly are we settling?
Haven't decided.
You haven't decided. Well, this is just getting better every second, isn't it?
Do you have a preference?
I wouldn't mind cutting down a few platoons of NCR troopers with my old Gatling laser. Oh, I'll come. But depending on the plan, I might not be staying. Keep that in mind. Arcade might have mentioned there's a passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My part is, remember. Oh, like you wouldn't believe. The NCR makes a habit out of wrecking homes. Next thing I know, I'm squatting in their land. Never mind that I already been living here for years.
What's up? Moreno took the fall of the Enclave hard. He never questioned his orders, never questioned the legitimacy of what the Enclave was doing. To him, it was all one unbroken chain, from Washington to Richardson. When we left Navarro, I remember looking up at Moreno. He said, "Kiss America goodbye, boys." When we left the Enclave behind, the love in him burned itself out. Now there's just a bitter old man left.
Don't be too hard on him.
I suppose you're right. When you're part of something for that long, maybe it's impossible to let go without losing part of yourself. Moreno may be a stubborn son of a bitch, but at least he's loyal.
Awesome. Alright. You guys ready? Jeez Louise. Finally, we're getting to Jacobstown. I know. After what? I've been saying I've been needing to go to Jacobstown for a while.
Here we go.
You're here for the money. I told the Emeritus I was good for it. I just need more time. Oh, well, yeah. I can do that. Thanks. I talked to the cashier at Gamora into forwarding me some chips. I was convinced I was due for a hot streak. It, didn't go so well. The Emeritus were nice and said they'd give me some time to pay them back. They also said if they had to talk to me about my debt again, they wouldn't be nice the next time.
Oh.
I don't want to talk about it. We were on patrol near the dam when a Legion raiding party jumped us. Didn't even have time to radio it in. I was hit in the head with a machete and knocked out. Didn't kill me, though some nights I wish it had. When I woke up, my nerve was gone. The rest of my squad was crucified, butchered, mutilated. I don't know how they missed me. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they knew they'd broken me. I gambled and drank a lot after that. Got into trouble. But the Rangers gave me a second chance instead of kicking me out. So here I am.
Nice. You were too tough to kill. You'll get payback on the Legion someday.
Maybe. But thanks for saying it anyway.
Alright. That completes that quest. That's always good to finally get those quests complete. Oh my goodness. Gracious. We're not going to do the dog's mission just yet. We're just going to wrap up this part here. Hey, we're almost level 28. Isn't that crazy? God, we still have a ton of missions to go through, too. Oh, at least probably like 10 or something like that. We still got the White Glove Society to explore as well.
Welcome to Jacobtown, human. You're free to walk around. Just don't stare at the Nightkin. They don't like people looking at them. And if you're NCR, keep it to yourself. They're not popular around here.
I'm looking for a Dr. Henry.
Doc's inside the lodge.
I hope it will snow later.
Oh, dude, I can't remember. I think we need to do the Rex mission first. And then we're gonna have to talk to him about Navarro. I think so.
Another human. One was enough. I assume this is about something important? You're interrupting my research.
Something's wrong with my cyber dog. I was told to come to you.
It's neural degradation. Biomed gel can only preserve a living brain for so long, so you'll need to find a replacement. I haven't left Jacobstown in years, but there was one woman in Novak, Gibson. I remember her living with a pack of hounds. Aside from her, I know that the Fiends and Caesar's Legion fight alongside dogs. There could be viable specimens among them, if you can get to them.
I have a new brain for Rex.
Very well. Show me what you brought so that I can analyze its potential. Big brain on this one. All right, let's see. Damn. Heavy amounts of the chemicals used in the drug Turbo are present. Transplanting this brain will make Rex faster than he was before.
Alright, transplant.
Have a seat. This will take a while.
Yes, sir. Alright, dog, but... we're on the same side. Sorry, he's just too glitchy, bro. He went to Lucky 38, so no worries. Alright.
Again, you interrupt me. Why?
Surprised to find another human
I
here.
prefer the solitude, and having a bunch of super mutants around tends to keep things safe and quiet.
What are you working on?
The Nightkin have varying degrees of mental instability due to their addiction to stealth boy use. I've been trying to come up with a cure. I'm currently investigating the local Night Stalker population, since they seem to have developed a natural stealth field. I've also gotten my hands on a working Stealth Boy Mark II prototype, but that experiment is riskier. I'd rather not pursue that research just yet.
I'd like to help. What do you need me to do?
I'm not convinced that the Night Stalker mutation is a natural one, and I need someone to investigate their lair for proof. Some of the super mutants have looked around as well, but they've come back empty-handed. Perhaps a pair of fresh eyes will have better luck. Lily might be interested in coming with you. She's lost a few of her bighorners to Night Stalker attacks and would enjoy a little revenge.
What makes you think that Ice Stalker mutation isn't natural?
I've compared the brain chemistry of a Nightkin to one of the local Night Stalkers we killed. They both exhibit similar neurochemical changes. Now, I'm not claiming that Night Stalkers are running around wearing stealth boys, mind you. I just don't think it's all a coincidence.
Why is the Stealth Boy Mark II riskier?
The stealth field has been modulated to use less power and thus last longer, but for some reason it has pronounced negative effects on the user. However, these pronounced effects will allow me to pinpoint exactly what parts of the brain they're affecting. Unfortunately, I'll need to run the test on a live subject, and Marcus has encouraged me to investigate the Night Stalker mutation first.
Does Stealth Boy use her humans?
It's possible, but I've yet to see any hard evidence or hear of any cases where humans were negatively affected. Its negative effects are more pronounced on Nightkin.
Okay, we can't do that. We gotta finish this up first. No point. Dang, look at all these super mutants.
Need to tighten up my vices again.
There's no point in not doing this quest first, because I think we'll lose this quest if we don't do it now. So we'll do this quest real quick and then through to...
Got a problem. Could use your help. Been having trouble with NCR mercs harassing the town, and they just showed up again.
They've been harassing the town?
Killing our bighorners, shooting at the lodge, that sort of thing. It's getting hard to keep people from retaliating.
You sure these mercenaries work for the NCR?
Guess I can't say for sure if they're NCR. Wherever they are, they want us dead or gone.
Why can't you just take them out?
Not looking to fight. That'll give NCR an excuse to come up here and wipe us out. You're human. They might be willing to listen to what you have to say. Maybe. I'm not asking you to kill them. Just talk them into leaving. Hell, pay them off if you have to.
I'll see what I can do.
Someday, I miss being
Alright, you bastard mercs. Will you leave these innocent super mutants alone?
Our business is with the muties, not you.
Go away or you'll have to deal with me. You'll wish you were fighting the super mutants instead.
I've always known when to fight and when to back down, and it seems to me I ought to back down this time. My men and I are leaving. You won't see us around here again.
Pays to have the speech option all the way up, huh? We're almost level 28, guys. We are almost max level. Level 30. Is he laughing?
Something on your mind?
You won't have any more trouble with those mercenaries.
Good. Glad you didn't kill them. Letting them walk away proves we're not bloodthirsty mutants. If NCR or anybody else is looking for an excuse to attack Jacobstown, they're not going to get it from us.
What's the story with Keen?
Smart, charismatic, hell of a mean streak. Doesn't care for humans, prefers fighting them to talking. He's got a lot of pull with Nightkin, though. He talks, they listen. Was hoping he could draw the Nightkin to Jacobstown. Keen is saner than most, but I know he's thinking of going his own way again. He's aggressive, impatient, can't stand sitting around.
What happens if Keen leaves?
That happens, there's a good chance other Nightkin will follow. It'll make it hard to get a cure to them. Worse, if Keen and the Nightkin tear up the Mojave hunting for stealth boys, people are gonna get killed. Most humans can't tell the difference between mutants. Might come here looking for payback.
You're a mutant too. Wouldn't the Nightkin listen to you?
That's like saying Kaisar and Kimball would listen to each other. Nightkin don't have a lot of trust for others, mutants included.
Any other town rules?
Same as any civilized town. Don't start any fights or steal anything. We'll treat you fair. Not a lot to ask.
Why do some of the super mutants dislike the NCR?
A lot of bad blood between super mutants and humans. Goes back years. Some here still got the scars and memories. Me? I don't really have a problem with the NCR. Set their sights a little too high sometimes, but they try. Legion? That's another story.
What do you know about the Legion?
Kaisar thinks he can change human nature. Most of the Legion is following Kaisar, not Kaisar's ideals. When he's gone, it'll crumble. Might not happen overnight. Might take a few decades, but it'll happen. Basic human nature. Greed, ambition, jealousy. We'll see to it.
What makes NCR too ambitious?
They expand. Fast. If you got land they want, they'll take it. Eventually. Did it out west, they'll do it here. They keep rolling over people. They'll regret it. That's how revolutions start.
Alright. I want to let,
Marcus could get us some miniguns? Or missile launchers?
You know what's crazy about New Vegas is you don't run into a lot of super mutants. I don't think I've run into any super mutants besides the Nightkin near Repcon thing, and I didn't even fight them. Kind of crazy, huh? Now that you think about it, you barely see any super mutants in New Vegas, just except for the Nightkin. Pretty crazy, huh? Now, there's a different story in Fallout 3. Literally, all you see is freaking super mutants in Fallout 3. Same thing with Fallout 4 too. Fallout 4, you see a lot of super mutants there as well. So I find that just crazy. Alright, here we go.
That could have gone worse.
What am I supposed to be doing here? Look for the source. Oh shit. I just got collapsed. Alright, no playing around here. Gonna use dinner bell, but I'm done playing around in this bitch. What the heck did we just find? What is this place? We just found a safe house? Interesting, huh? Alright, let's keep moving here.
I guess that could have gone worse.
Oh shit. I can't see. Oh shit. Oh, with these drink.
Here we go.
Probably should have not gotten the that perk. Obviously, since I'm almost max level, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Probably should have chose something a bit different, but it's okay. I didn't know what perks to choose. I'm pretty good as it is right now. Could have chose toughness. Toughness probably would have been a good perk to choose. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, toughness would have been a great perk to probably do. Probably should have chose toughness.
Is there something else I can do for you?
I found a chewed up stealth boy in a Night Stalker lair.
There's still power, but the casing is cracked. I'm astonished that exposure to the stealth radiation could induce mutations so rapidly. More importantly, this explains why my research into this group of Night Stalkers hasn't come up with a cure for the Nightkin. There's only one avenue left for me. I need to run the Mark II test on Lily. It's the only way.
Why Lily, not some other Night?
Lily is eccentric, certainly, but I've never felt she was dangerous. More importantly, she asked if she could help me in some way. I've told her about the risks, and she still insists on helping me.
Come on, Lily.
Jimmy! Little Jimmy! My, how you're grown up! So good of you to come visit your grandma. Of course, dearie. I know it's dangerous, but it'll all turn out for the best. You'll see. I'll go to him now. It would be rude to keep him waiting.
What if we can send mean son of a bitch to this camp? You guys think we could?
The equipment is hooked up and ready. We can start the test as soon as you give me the go-ahead.
Alright, go ahead.
Very well. Please stand back. I don't want any erroneous readings. You're welcome to stay and observe if you want, though. All right, power on the stealth boy, Lily.
Turning it on. Feels strange. Strange but good.
Interesting. Try thinking aggressive thoughts now. Think about smashing a rad scorpion.
Lily smash! Yeah!
How are those readings looking, Calamity?
Stealth field is unstable and scrambling things. The reading says gamma wave activity is 0. But that can't possibly be right. Gamma wave activity is 0. That can't be right. Must be a result of the interference.
All right, we're done here. Go ahead and power the stealth boy down, Lily.
Oh, I liked having it on.
I'll get back to you on that in a moment, once I've analyzed the results.
Well, congratulations on getting the Mark II prototype functional, Doctor. Now, just hand it over, and we'll be on our way. My request is perfectly reasonable. Give us the stealth boy specs, and there will be no need for us to splatter the room with your insides.
Well, you in the wasteland affects all mutants here, but you didn't think about that, didn't you?
No, I didn't. Not until now, anyway. Very well, human. You've made your point, and I withdraw my request.
Pays to have your speech high.
Don't look at me.
Nice work with the Nightkin. I've never seen anyone able to talk their kind out of anything once they had their mind set to it. I got a lot of useful data from the experiment, and am a lot closer to a cure than before. It's occurred to me that this brief test might not yield a cure anytime soon. However, if Lily were to continue to wear the prototype... All right. I'll dismantle the prototype to avoid any further incidents with the Nightkin.
All right.
Is there something else I can do for you?
Arcade Gannon's asked me to gather all former members.
I'm intrigued, so I'll go to this reunion. I'll be handing things over to Calamity, so talk to her if anything comes up. Oh, you'll need my word from the passphrase to get into the bunker. Friends. Don't forget it.
Morning.
Doc Henry always was a hard one to figure out. It didn't seem to matter whether he was working with humans or dogs. He had an equal lack of affection for both. A regular Diogenes. I'm not sure what the man was after. Knowledge is power, but to what end for Henry, I have no idea. The problem was what mattered to him, not its practical impact. He simply solved riddles because they existed.
His work is what mattered to him.
Not everyone dreams of being a revolutionary, I suppose. Maybe we can't all change the world. Maybe it's enough just to do good for the short time that we're here. No one's going to sing Doc Henry's praises when he's gone. But he's probably saved more lives than I ever will.
Alright, guys. Alright, guys, we're going to wrap this up. I will catch you guys. We're running out of time here, but I'll catch you guys in part... Was it 22? Alright, peace.